Right then, this is the lift adventure in Madrid in Spain, and let's start off with a quarter floors tower block. Now I know of a lot of buildings with half floors, but this tower block has quarter floors. Let's take a look.
That's a bit Soviet looking, not quite, it's like halfway between Spanish and Soviet, when you've got weird sort of things like that, which looks a bit Soviet but not fully Soviet. How do they design their buildings like that? There's not much symmetry on this because each floor is different. It doesn't repeat, it barely repeats at all. I guess it repeats slightly there, but beyond that it doesn't really repeat. It's like different sort of layout on each floor almost. Not quite, but imagine a tower where every floor was different. That'd be a really fun tower. That's actually what they have over in Soviet Russia.
But sadly though, the lifts are stupid cheap thyssenkrups.
I'm not very impressed with this.
Let's take a ride on top of the lift.
Fucking shit this is. Very much room to stand on this if I'm standing.
And now let's take a look at the quarter floor arrangement. There's a square spiral staircase that goes around the lift shafts in the middle of the building, and this staircase serves each quarter floor where there's one apartment per quarter floor.
4.0. So, what's it? 3.75, 3.5, 3.25, 3.0. 2.0, floor 1.75, floor 1.5, floor 1.25, floor 1.0. Yeah, 1.0. It's the first building I've been to with 0.25 floors.
And now I go along to the hotel at Chamartin Station, which has got some Schindler iconic lifts with destination dispatch.
That counterweight sounds terrible.
Let's take a ride on top of it. And one of the lifts has been replaced with a Schindler 5500. And at Chamartin Station, someone was walking their pet rabbit. Oh, I'd like a pet rabbit. Actually, no, maybe not. I actually feel this is quite risky, considering the number of badly behaved dogs in Madrid. I'd be too scared to walk a pet rabbit here. I'd worry a dog would come and attack it. Anyway, now to the next lifts, which are at Palacio de Helio Shopping Centre, which are some Otis Gen 2 lifts, which I would say were boring, except they're glass.
Fucking hell.
And now we're going along to the Riu Hotel in the centre of Madrid. This is an old posh building, and before I show you the lifts, let's first take a look at a glass bridge on the rooftop. And the lifts are some Schindler 5500 Marconic MXGC with destination dispatch.
26, ascensor G.
Fancy.
And now along to the airport. And although most lifts in terminals 1, 2 and 3 are not that good, over on airside there is a nice original eco-disc, which these very early eco-discs actually level much quicker than the later eco-discs. And going over to Terminal 4 for some glass, shaftless Schindler Marconic V-lifts. These lifts are epic.
Go down low. No, it doesn't. That's weird. It doesn't go down to the last floor. Was that quicker? Yeah, it was quicker than the other two. Okay, it was quicker. Oh.
So then, now I go along to the hotel which I stayed at, which was an individual private person's house which I were using as a hotel. The accommodation room looks like this, and it's a very nice place. There's nothing really I could say else wrong with it. Apart from that is the swimming pool, which is too cold to swim in. It's basically one of these places that just installed a pool to tick off that they've got one, even though the pool is pretty much unusable apart from in the middle of July or August. So then now I go along to the next shopping centre, which is Centro Commercial Pleniuno, if I'm pronouncing that correct, which has got some glass vane lifts. unless they'll take a look at a typical lift on the metro system, which is just a boring thyssenkrupp.
Ascensor subiendo. Ascensor abriendo puertas.
And now let's take a look at a lift on the underground suburban railway.
Well, sensors don't work for that. Come on.
And the next building I take a look at has no lift. Oh, wait, actually, they have just installed a lift. Shall we take a look? It's one of these push-along carrying trolley things attached to a single wire and gets winched up the building. What the fuck is this shit thing? How on earth can they have that as a lift? And now to a building which has got two old lifts. No, actually, wait. The first one, well, it is an old lift, but not anymore because it's been horribly modernised.
Oh, fucking hell. The lift starts because it looks on the outside. So, SOS to the right. Police car. 500 probably to the left.
However, the second lift, although it has had a mod, is far more original and is much nicer. And here is a creepy face. And now I go along to the Novotel, which was a big fucking disappointment. It's got shit generic lifts, and on these lifts, the chains sound very bad. And when the lift reaches the lowest floor, the chains actually start banging into the back of the lift cab.
Those chains sound bad. Bump against the car. Hey, listen to the chains as it goes up. They sound really rough. That doesn't sound too good. What a nice looking swimming pool. But not today. It's closed.
And the swimming pool is closed. In fact, most of the swimming pools I came across in Madrid were closed. It seems the swimming pools are just for summer. Spain, not that many of the pools are heated, but in Madrid it seems like I couldn't find any pool that was actually heated. No one's going to use it in February if it's not heated, so I just drain it. And here is a random building getting a new lift installed, which has basically pretty much destroyed the building's security, as now the building's just secured with triangle key.
Look at that, just shove a lift on the outside of the building. Makes your building now secured with triangle key. So any position of that lift you now get in the building. If the lift's on this floor of the exit level, just use the triangle key, get in, press buttons and lift, and then you're inside. If the lift's on this floor, on the ground floor, just open up the door, squeeze yourself into a lift, open up the door on the other end, and you're in the building. If the lift's upstairs, simply open up the door, climb across the shaft, climb up to the ground floor door, which is not that difficult of a climb, open up the ground floor door, and you're in. So no matter what position that lift's in, you can now get into that building with just triangle key. The building is no longer secure.
So, shall I take a look at some tourist attractions? No, I better not, they're going to be shit. Oh well, let's do it anyway. Along to the Museum of Madrid History. The museum was so boring, I left in less than 5 minutes. The lifts are Schindler 3300s with capacitive buttons.
There's some tat over the capacitive buttons. Oh well, whatever. Oh, it's the Schindler. Oh, and it's the MG as well.
And along to the National Library. Oh, very posh. What sort of lift will this have? Oh, it's looking very, very posh. Well, there's actually no lifts for visitors. The very small area that was actually open to the public has no lift despite the fact there's stairs, so that's rather fucked up. So, that's the end of this video, but the adventure will continue in my next video.